This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A huge play there for the Bengals. That goes for 58. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's the former Colorado Buff, Travis Hunter. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
King!
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Headed left, buying time.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Baker. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The safety, Devon Holland, coming on the rush that time. Picks up the sack. 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a big play for the Browns. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Walker. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Cleveland. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
30 left.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
At their 49-yard
Hey, Soko, son.
They'll run it for the 1st time with Bijan Robinson. And that'll give them the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Finds an alley to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger. Zach.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger.
And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Bengals. His 4th TD grab of the season. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Micah Parsons. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll go. Mayfield. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. They go play action with Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing is Baker. Complete. Metcalf with the grab. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
And the Browns, 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Browns.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Knotted at 14 on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Mayfield. That's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Browns 1st down.
And these These are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Browns.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Looking back to the middle of the field, it is caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
That's in the hands of Hunter on a jet sweep. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
And 9 yards to go.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Now Lawrence. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's taken in, and he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And he's in. Kyler Warren. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bengals will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set. 180. Pistol. My time.
Throwing is Mayfield. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 33.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Crush, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First down.
Alert.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
180.
And the Browns first down.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49.
49-yard gain. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And this is caught. The fake spike works for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
York good on the extra point. And the Browns go up by 7, 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Williams. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Red. Hey, tomato.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Take right open. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. There's a short one blocked by Kraft. And that's a 1st down.
breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
20. Watch out.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
To the left side, he finds Pratt. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
Watch out.
They'll try and run it with Walker. He slams it in there, and he is in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Browns. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Williams on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Hey.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, 13 moves.
2nd down, Lawrence. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Hey, go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence out to his right. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Red on red. Go, let's go.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let one go. Down the middle. That is going to be in. He's got it. Jarquez Hunter. Touchdown Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. That touchdown reception number 22 for him this year. Tied for 2nd all-time with Jerry Rice, who did it in 1987. 1 away from Randy Moss's record of 23 TDs. Little on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals back within 7. It's 35-28. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Horton. He's got it. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Now he'll air one out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Still going. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Extra point by Little is good. And the Bengals will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Back. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Work in the middle, that's Kraft. He's got it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, Cleveland. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I can recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Phil.
They go play action for Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Hey, heavy. Hey, James or Dick.
Lawrence going to give this to Robinson. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
30-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but That's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go, go. Son, they said it's hot. Here we go, son.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Forced to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Gun. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Hey, I'm gun.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. In trouble, and down he goes. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Hey, Ginger, attack. Hey, kill. Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He looks forward for maybe a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. It is 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Mayfield. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Pointer, protect. 180. Regular. What's that?
They'll go. Mayfield. That's taken in. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Baker. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
180. What's that?
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target.
Leads to
And it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Mayfield. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
180. Stop.
Baker to throw. was down to his left. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Hey, I'm going.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rip!
Now, faking the give, exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Forced out wide. The ball comes out. The Browns have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On red. Hey, Soko, so hot.
On first down, Lawrence. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Lawrence now on second down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 53 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, so hot. Here we go, so hot.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Hey,
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
It leads to second and 10.
Hey, go. Silver.
To throw is Lawrence. He pulls it in around the 5. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hut. Hut.
Throwing is Lawrence. On the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on third down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop it.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. From back at the 13-yard line, it is second and goal.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, the ball's out. And one of the Browns is in there. And yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
13 loop.
Second down, Lawrence. Left side, caught by Hunter. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here is a big one. Third down and 2.
Red on red.
To throw is Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
11. Hey, Ron.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Hey, go.
Now here's Lawrence. Pass caught by Hunter. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Here's our shot toward the end zone.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Go. Let's go. Lisa 24. Hey,
Back to throw. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
In the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
Lawrence moving outside the pocket, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Hey, Lion. This one's hot. Still.
On 2nd down, Lawrence again. That is caught at the 3, and he is out of bounds. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal.
11, again. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Bengals. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown catch, number 23 on the year, it ties him with Randy Moss for the most TD catches in a single season. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That's right side and caught by Taylor. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. That one swung out wide to Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is second and 7.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. Third down coming up. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. He finds Walker. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Walker. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Baker to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go. Mayfield. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, center. Zach. Here we go.
On first down, Lawrence. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now second and inches.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence now. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And 10.
All right, let's go. Next side. Hey, that's my man. I got him. Silver.
They go play action for Lawrence. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Hey, here we go.
On play. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway. And he's taken down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll air it out down the middle. That ball intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed one possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Williams now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then.
Their own 25-yard line.
Red on red. Son, that's a hunt.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence moving to his right. That's to the right side and incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up second down.
Hey, Soko, it's a hunt.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
30 left. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's fourth down.
Soko, it's a hunt.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. They took a chance on this opening drive of OT. And now this game changes dramatically as they turn it over on down. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mayfield. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incomplete. 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. fourth down.
44-yard
Now
attempt.
timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
A 44-yard attempt.
This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good. Wide to the left. And we will keep going here in overtime.
Such a deflating feeling now on that sideline. Here, you have a shot where you make it, you win. Now your defense has to go back on the field again. And I can guarantee you, this is going to be a slow walk back onto that field.
Second and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Down the field, he's got one. And he'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Maxwell
Red
Hairston
on red.
the coverage.
Now here's Lawrence. He will find Thomas. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
First down.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4. At the Browns.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Decent 24.
To throw is Lawrence. Out wide, that's Robinson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.